Welcome to Knipe. Today I'm here to show you a really exciting opportunity if you're looking for a home where you can put your own stamp on. Now this is Herdwick Barn behind me, around 2,500 square foot of accommodation and a substantial lakeland barn which sits in a superb plot. We sit with spectacular views across to the Lake District National Park and in a plot which has got a walled garden, a lovely garden space to the rear. It's got ample parking to the side. Now it's currently at the first fix stage, so it gives you the opportunity, if you want to be able to put your own stamp on the internal spaces. It has planning permission for 4 bedrooms and has got some incredible downstairs space, which you'll see in a few minutes because we can walk around this home and I can show you the potential that it has. All of the windows to the front have got fantastic views, and to the rear the garden is absolutely beautiful and so private. The lane it is approached by is a council lane which leads up from this road here and comes all the way down and leads up to 2 or 3 other properties. But this is a home which sits in a relatively standalone property with one other neighbour just to the side here, and it is your chance to live in the Lake District National Park and put your own stamp on a fantastic property. Okay, so this is the entrance to the driveway. So this is quite an elevated position. You can see here we sit looking across towards the village of Butterwick. We can Haweswater's in the distance over here, Bampton's just in this direction, and Knipe and the village of Askham is access in this direction. But the home we're bringing to the market sits just down this driveway here, and it's just coming into view there. If you can see, it's a substantial barn which sits in a lower position, but you'll see when we get down there that it enjoys incredible views. There's an opening within the fells and the landscape, which means that you can enjoy the views across here from many of the rooms at the front of the property. So as you can see, a large substantial property. It's currently partially renovated and it's been sold as seen, so there is need for windows to be put in and doorways, but you'll see the openings have been created with some lovely lintels. The garden spaces have been created, so you've actually got a really big plot, and the land plan will be on our listing so that you can see the extent to the plot. But we've got a lovely walled garden, we've got a space for ample parking, and as you can see, a really beautiful, relatively standalone property. There's only one neighbouring property, and that's this one here, and there's another one that's accessed up the lane here to the top of the hill. So without further ado, I'm going to take us down to the front of the property, show you the beautiful stonework and show you around this home so you can see what you can do to make it your own wonderful property. So I've just come back down the hill here. As you can see, you get a glimpse of that view in the distance there, but you can see that driveway which leads down. Now it is a building site, so we have just removed the house fence in there to give us access in, and you'll be able to see as we get a little bit closer that there is a parking space and area here which could be created. We'll look in the garden in a few minutes, but you'll see that that's a really large plot to the side, so it's a great opportunity for a number of vehicles if that's what you're looking for. Alternatively, it could be landscaped into further gardens. But the home, as you can see here, is a really beautiful lakeland barn which I'm sure will tell many stories over the years. We've got windows here to the front. We're going to go inside and have a look at the views out of those. But we've got this fantastic opening which is for a large window with a door to the side. So let's just go in and have a little look, because you'll see as we go in right from the very start we've got a fantastic amount of beamwork in here. So looking at the lower level, first of all, we've got a concreted floor here. It's the stage where we need to be putting some insulation, some flooring into there. Kitchen would sit across here. Now the owners have got a kitchen which they've ordered. If you wanted to know a little bit more about that, please let us know. At the moment it's been sold without the kitchen installed. But the barn, if we pan around and show you the beamwork, it's absolutely beautiful. We've got a temporary staircase, I'll show you that in a few minutes. But this living space, and again the plans for this home will be on our Rightmove listing. This is like an open plan kitchen, dining, living area. To the side here we've got an area which is like a utility space. So if we pan back around, it gives you an idea of the space here. So kitchen to the left hand side where you can see those pipes are opening into this fantastic space here with this window. Now look out at that view. That is an ever-changing view. It's absolutely beautiful. You're looking across to the Lake District National Park fells, and as I said earlier, we're not too far away from Askham, from Bampton. You're also close to Shap, to Haweswater, so a great accessible location. There's also an opening here which takes us out to the rear. But we're going to look on the ground floor first of all. So coming around this staircase, we've got the space has been divided with these blocks here to create a number of spaces. So this is one of the spaces here. And then this is, I would imagine, another sitting room. So this could be a snug, a dining room. It could be just that extra reception room that you may need. Could even be a bedroom. And then we've got what's really important in many homes is a utility area. Now, clever use of the blockwork creates this curved wall here. And if I remember rightly, we've got a storage room, we've got a loo, and we've got yet another space at the back here, which would make a great boot room or utility space. So we've got lots of those really useful spaces that many people need in this area here, and a doorway which takes us out to the garden. But I'm going to go upstairs first of all, just to show you the upstairs space. So you can see that these rooms have been created on this ground floor. On the first floor, not the walls haven't been put in. So this, albeit it's got planning for a 4-bedroomed home, if you wanted to maybe change the layout, then subject to the relevant planning consents, you could perhaps reconfigure this into maybe 3 bedrooms or more. And you'll see as we go up the stairs that the windows have got that fantastic view as well. So great ceiling height, fantastic beamwork. The windows here, you've got lovely little small windows there for the barn. This is one of the windows which would be enjoyed by the bedroom. And standing back here, this gives you a real sense of scale to this home. Another window here, this time looking out to the rear. And then across the walkway. Now this is quite unique in the sense that we're going to potentially, you could create your own balustrade, a glass balustrade which looks down onto that central open space, and one on the other side here. So a nice sort of hallway which is open on both sides, making use of that coach house style window on both sides. And then this would be a fantastic bedroom, just 1 bedroom if you wanted it, or perhaps 2. And as I said, the plans are online for you to see what has been granted permission to create. But again, fantastic views from that window, and this one looks out over the garden to the rear. And that's giving you a little glimpse of the walled garden. We're going to go through that gate in a few minutes. So I'm now going to take you downstairs and show you the spaces on the garden, so you can see the outside space that we have here. And then for the final part of the video, I'm just going to take you outside. So this is where we've just come down the steps. This is the window to the front with the door to the side. And as I pan around, we've got this fantastic coach house style door to the rear. Now, as I said at the start of the video, it's very much sold as seen. So it's up to the new owner to put the windows in and to pick all the remaining fixtures and finishings. But this garden space is absolutely beautiful. So the plan will be on our listing, but we've got a walled garden at the top there. We're going to go and have a look at that in a few minutes. We've got the garden which has got the wall boundary here, so it's been partially dug out to create a lovely terrace area which is quite sizable, and you could potentially put some steps in here where the temporary staircase has been added. Just coming along here, the plot is a really great size. There's a couple of gates which look like they give access into a neighbouring property, but they don't. There's no other access through this plot for any other properties. So this gate's redundant, and so is this one. But look at the size of the plot to the side. This is an incredible space. You've got a fantastic area here, which is really large. It could be used for parking. It could be used for all sorts of reasons, but it could also just be a fantastic garden. So there's no taking away from this. This is a great opportunity because you've got such a blank canvas to put your own stamp on in the national park. But in the undiscovered parts, we're close to Horswater and Bampton. We're in a location that isn't overrun with tourists, but in a very accessible location. So just as I come up onto the raised area, you get to see the back of the barn from here. And as we walk along, just behind these trees is our boundary. This also gives access up into the walled garden, and this I believe makes this home really special because you've got a lovely area up here which is really pretty. It could be a great kitchen garden if you wanted it to be. There's a little bit here, so where that tin is, that's the boundary there, so that little area there could be maybe a greenhouse, a nice little terrace. And as you can see here, we've got a view to the back. And then as I wander around, let's just show you this walled garden space, which is just in here. So a great kitchen garden, or perhaps you're looking for small holding, you're looking for somewhere just for some, I don't know, some sheep or some chickens. This is an idyllic lifestyle and a great property. So if you're looking for a barn to finish converting and you're looking to be in the Lake District National Park, then this is an opportunity that really you should take advantage of, because this home is substantial. Sits in a great plot in a private location with those spectacular views that you can see just peeking behind me there. So if you'd like more information on this property, please do give us a call on 01768 881111, and we'd be more than happy to give you some information.